Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance What's Mine is Mine challenge. So, What's Mine is Mine means that each individual character has their own weapons. Kind of like in Fire Emblem 4, how each person has their own weapons and they can't trade. They can trade their items, but they cannot trade their weapons. Um, the exception of this is thieves, who can steal weapons from other people and give them to the first person who I want who can use them. So if Boyd runs out of axes and Volk stole an axe, well, Boyd can get that axe. Um, and while I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, there may also be times when I just need to buy items. That's going to be a single item of the worst quality available at the shop. So I did try to record the prologue. I messed up and recorded the wrong window. But the prologue is set. The only thing that happened is Ike leveled up. He got 1 point of HP, 1 point of magic, 1 point of skill, and 1 point of speed, if that matters to you. And this is the first chapter that actually matters because we have two droppable items. We have this iron sword and a steel sword in this house. There's also a seraph robe in here. However, that I'm going to say that you can trade around items such as seraph robes and vulneraries. So if Titania and Oscar and Ike all need a vulnerary, well, they can use the same one. So let's see how this goes. Normally, I would send Oscar to this house to get the steel sword, but seeing as he cannot use steel swords and he's eventually going to be using axes instead of swords, uh, Ike's going to have to go get it, and he's going to have to get rid of one of his four swords. Welcome to Ike's many, many sword adventure. Um, Ike is probably the one person in the entire game who does not worry about this challenge all that much because, well, you see. Titania, she will need to get another axe at some point. There's, I believe, one person who drops an axe. Yeah. Zawana drops an iron axe. That could go to either Boyd or Titania. I want to give it to Titania because I think she's going to get a lot more use out of it. So let's visit. I'm skipping cutscenes because I don't think that that's the important or interesting part of this challenge. I do, however, think that... Alright. So let's move Titania right here. Let me just see how far that guy can go. So we want to conserve that steel axe because it's not going to be very easy to get another one. Titania is also probably going to be an MVP because she's going to start out with 3 axes. One of them's a steel axe. I don't need to worry about that. Oh, Oscar, really? Right. I'm not going for a low turn count or anything. I just want to, see if this is possible. If it isn't, that'll be interesting. If it is, that'll be a fun challenge. Alright, this guy's coming to attack Ike. He should double. There we go. Boyd gets hit most likely, and he kills. There we go. So, uh, Boyd, Oscar, honestly, all of these guys are pretty damn good units. Titania, the best. Ike is necessary to complete the game, so I do want to use him at least a little bit. I want to get him to level 20 by the time he promotes. Beyond that, though, it's not super important that anyone gets level ups right now. I mean, I'm going to give the kill for the boss to Titania, so clearly this guy will just probably attack me. Oscar can Canto on through after he kills this guy. Oh, and he gets a crit. Yeah, so for those of you unfamiliar with this game, Boyd and Oscar are brothers, and certain units or characters who are close to each other have the ability to get what is known as a bond supports. I want to check this guy's range again. Which, for Boyd and Oscar, means that they get, at the very least, they get plus 10% crit. They might also get an additional bonus to hit and avoid, but I'm not entirely positive about that one. Yeah. I think he can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ike also has a similar support with his sister Mist, and that we will be using if possible. However, unlike Boyd and Oscar, and kind of more close to their brother Rolf, Mist is just not a unit that you really want to be getting into combat, especially not before she actually gets the ability to use weapons. We also don't get her for several chapters, so... Oh, he has 5 move. So, that Iron Sword is probably the least consequential one in the game. At this point, it basically just gives me 3 extra durability on this Iron Sword. Ike's second level up. Skill, speed, luck, defense. Not bad. I wish he got strength, but not bad. Alright. So that guy can reach there. So what's your HP look like? Alright. You use a vulnerary. Ike can't be hit there. That guy has 5 move. He's definitely not going to reach. So, I'm not sure... Ooh, that's a crit. I'm not sure who should get the Seraph Rope. Right now I'm thinking Ike, but Boyd could use it just as easily, and he would probably get a bit more use out of it, just because I tend to use him as a frontliner. That guy is going to target Boyd. Alright. Alright. So Titania is a axe and lance cavalier. Sorry, I'm used to pressing the button to bring up how stuff works. Alright. Oscar has a chance to crit here. This sword is probably just going to be money anyway, because Ike has a 100% chance to hit. Ooh, he only takes 3 damage. That is surprising. Alright. Well, let's move Oscar up here. If he gets a crit, that's fine. If not, that's also fine, because I'm probably going to give Ike this kill anyway. This is difficult mode, and this guy deals 0 damage to Oscar. Alright, that's fine. So... Alright, I can bail Boyd out if he does not get a crit, which is likely. Ike gets the kill, and he gets to repair his gently used sword with a slightly more gently used sword. And Titania gets this kill. So, yeah, you can see the difference between the characters. Obviously, Titania is getting basically 0 experience, but she's also more or less unkillable on this map unless you, well, trade all of her weapons away and put her in the middle of enemies so that she can die. But why would you do that? She's probably the best character in the game. And that's also why I wanted her to get that, was because that's 30 experience, or that's 26 experience or something like that. Which is a lot more than she will get for a long time from anyone else. So, I hope you enjoyed that first episode. Uh, if you like it, leave a comment or a like. That's also fine. And I'll be back next time. Have a good day.